Comfort doesn't feel like a threat. That's exactly why it works. It operates quietly, subtly, almost like it's taking care of you. It disguises itself as safety, as stability, as a normal life. It gives you predictability, a warm room, a convenient routine, endless entertainment at the push of a button. And that's where the danger lies. You stop noticing that you're losing your edge. We've built a world where discomfort is almost completely eliminated. You don't have to be cold to survive. You don't have to sit in boredom. It's instantly numbed by a screen. You don't have to risk awkwardness in conversation. You can just avoid it, delay it, ignore it. In the short term, that feels like progress. In the long term, it weakens you. You see, the human mind was never designed for constant comfort. It doesn't thrive in ease. It develops exclusively through resistance, through uncertainty, through constant, daily pressure. Remove those elements from your life, and you don't become happier. You simply become fragile. You might think you are protecting yourself by avoiding stress, by choosing the easier path. But in reality, you are just quietly building your own prison. The comfort trap is dangerous because it doesn't break you overnight. It works slowly, like a quiet, invisible poison. It gently makes you soft, compliant, and easily controlled by external conditions. When your ultimate goal becomes nothing more than the avoidance of pain, you completely stop chasing your actual potential. You trade your real freedom for temporary ease. You trade your psychological edge for a comfortable, warm numbness. And the worst part of it all? You stay there, completely satisfied with your own stagnation. The ancient Stoics understood this as a practice, not just an idea. Seneca, despite his immense wealth and status, would deliberately introduce discomfort into his life. He would spend days eating the simplest food, wearing rough clothing, and sleeping on the hard floor. And he would look at his minimal life and ask himself one question: is this what I was afraid of? This wasn't about pretending to be poor. It was training, perception. He was breaking the illusion of fear, because most fear doesn't live in reality. It lives in anticipation. The Stoics saw the mind as something that needs stress to function properly, like a muscle. If you don't use it under tension, it deteriorates. This brings us to a key idea: friction. Friction is the moment where discomfort appears. Cold, fatigue, boredom, fear, and modern life is engineered to eliminate it. But friction is exactly where growth happens. When you intentionally reintroduce friction into your life, you start rewiring your response to discomfort. Cold water stops being a shock. It becomes a signal of control. The hours without stimulation stop feeling like deprivation. They become space for focus. Difficult situations become tools. You stop seeing hardship as something that happens to you. You start using it. This is the difference between a reactive and a proactive state. In the reactive state, the world applies pressure and you adjust. In the proactive state, you apply pressure yourself, so you're no longer afraid of it. This isn't about self-destruction. Burnout, that's not strength. This is about a system. A daily practice of doing things you don't feel like doing because you chose to, because you decided. It can be simple: waking up earlier, finishing a task when you're tired, sitting in silence when you'd rather escape into distractions. Individually, these actions don't seem significant, but their cumulative effect is massive. The world loses its leverage over you. Because most systems of control rely on one thing: your attachment to comfort. But if you can voluntarily step into discomfort, that system stops working. You become dangerous because you can no longer be bought with comfort.